What's up, everyone? I'm Ben from Make It Social Club.
I'm James from Resurva.
And this is the Tight Trims, Loose Slims videos about the booklet that we put out. So we're gonna go through each exercise, explain it as though we were sitting in a barber chair. We're gonna keep it pretty simple for you. We're not gonna do any lying down stuff because essentially we just want everyone to just do the work as simply as possible. So even if you're not in a barber chair and you're outside sitting on the stoop like we are, you can do this work.
Stoop's better.
Stoop's
Nice.
better outside. It's the summertime. So if it's summer and you have the weather and it's to your favor, then come outside and do the work. So
Amazing.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna use James as our model. James is gonna be the guy that we're gonna be demonstrating on. He's a model. He's a beautiful man.
I wish.
Pretty good looking man.
I'm all right.
So we're going to demonstrate everything that we put on the booklet. We're going to keep it as simple as possible, make everything like 30 seconds, a minute long, because we just want you to get the work done. You don't have to do every single thing from the booklet. Just pick one or two things that moments that you have free and just get the work done. It's as simple as that. The one I like the most out of the booklet and the one that feels like the most effective because it's one, the grossest thing to do, and two is probably the most effective in getting the whole shoulder area kind of relaxing without addressing all the other stuff below it, is going to be the armpit. So I'm fortunate that I have a ball, and James, if he didn't have a ball and he was doing this work on his own, like the booklet says, he can use his knuckles. He can use a barber tool if he wants to. There's a barber brush in there that has like that you could sit the brush down on this like ball-like stand, excuse me. So you can use that, anything that's kind of circular or just kind of annoying. The knuckles are pretty rough, so you haven't done this work before. Wrap your hand with a towel, soften it up. Don't be crazy.
How long do you want to spend doing today? The movements? 10 minutes? 15?
Like, how do I want our segment to be?
Yeah.
Like for the audience, to let them know how long it's going to take.
Well, yeah. Like, do you want to do a 10-minute, 20-minute?
Yeah, let's keep it simple. Let's do like 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
So somewhere between like 7.5 and 8
So exactly
minutes.
what we got in the booklet.
Yeah, really
10 minutes, right?
Really quick. Like the more you do this, the better you get at it. Because it's like anything else. Like when you were apprenticing as a barber and it took you like 2 hours to get a fade going because you didn't know what you were doing, and now all of a sudden you can do it in 20 minutes. It's like, that's the work. This is the same thing. You just got to practice it. So take 5 to 10 minutes, time yourself, give yourself like before work, during work or after work, and just bust a few of these things out or all of them out, whatever you choose. All right?
Okay.
So without further ado, I present you the ball, the lacrosse ball. It's soft but still hard and effective. James Hamilton, I'm going to just do a quick check here. This is nice and soft. This is kind of pissed off over here and tight, so I'm gonna see if we can address the left side versus the right side. I'm just basing that off of tissue. So like in the booklet, we talked about tissue. Tissue should be soft. It shouldn't be hard and brick-like or wood-like. It should be absorptive. It should be able to absorb.
Yes.
Anything that is thrown its way. So any task or any workload that you're doing, if your tissue's soft, it can be malleable, it can move around, and it can actually absorb the impact that you're putting on it on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to assume again that James's left shoulder needs a little love.
Yes.
All right. We're going to encourage James to relax the jaw as much as possible. He's going to take deep breaths. We haven't done any gut work yet. We will. He can even do it from a seating position if you want to. We will do that afterwards, and I will do that with him. But for now, deep breathing, arms relax as much as possible by the side, both sides, so he's in a state of awareness, he's mindful, he's getting kind of into a meditative state. So this is important. Deep breathing, jaw relaxed, right away. James closes his mouth. That's important. Most of you are going to close your mouths, which is totally fine, but if you got to keep the tension out. All right, we're trying to get tension out and we're trying to get information in. So deep breath in. We're going to sneak this one inside his armpit. All right, breathe. James is immediately going to want to tense his forehead. Don't tense your forehead up. Relax your jaw. Before we even get into shoulder movement, and James is kind of he knows the work, so he's already going up into the shoulder. But I want to address actually the wrist. So that if you guys can see this, the wrist, we're going to do what I like to call the Queen's wave. All right, so for all my UK people, all right, Queen's wave, in and out. All right, James seems to be pretty good going out. All right, so we're gonna actually get him going in. Perfect, and stay in that place where there's that most vibration happening. So if you guys could actually see really close, James's body is doing this right now, all right? Deep breathing. We're gonna encourage James to bring his shoulder up. In that position, his shoulder down, his shoulder forward, his shoulder back. And we're gonna find a spot that feels the most vulnerable, if you will. The one that feels like the most like, oh, I don't wanna be here. So James is gonna find that spot himself. He's gonna bring his shoulder down. That feels pretty good right there. You feel that spot?
Yeah.
Bring your wrist in even more, James. Right? Take a deep breath in. Good. And bring your shoulder up again and down. Find a spot one more time because his body will get comfortable and it will release and relax into it. Okay. Find a new spot. That feels like a pretty good spot right there. Okay. Because the minute James hit his edge, his whole body starts to shake. All right. Bring your wrist in even more. Now, that's good. It's moving really nicely. Look, I don't know if you guys can see this, but his wrist is moving way better. Okay. Bring it out this time. Bring it out further. Okay. That's good. Up. Down.
Good, man.
Forward. And back. One more time. I know you're in there for a while. Okay, let's pick that spot. James is going to now push against me. If he's sitting on the barber chair, it's against the barber chair, the side, or against the wall. Find something to push against, and he's pushing against. Breathe. 2. Breathe, brother. 1, and pull it back in. Pull it back in. Pull your shoulder back in. Pull your arm back in towards you, towards you, towards you. Move the wrist again one more time. I know this is terrible. I'm holding James here way longer than I actually would hold you guys accountable for this. In again, in again, in again, in. In. Okay, now we're going to push from in. 2, 1, and push one more time. Push. Great. James' arms feels nice and strong. He feels nice and connected. Breathe. 2, and now pull it in again. Pull it in, James. Pull it in, and then move it out one more time. Wrist moves. Good. Wrist moves. Good. And then we're going to get that ball out of there. Good. Drop the arms. Drop the arms. Drop the arms. Breathe. Okay. James' shoulder still feels a little pissed off, but I'm going to assume it's not from here anymore. We addressed this stuff. This stuff feels pretty good. We're going to go into this area up here. I don't know if the booklet we actually did the clavicle stuff, but I think if we didn't, we're doing it right now, just because James is here. So James is instead of his arm being out by the side, he's going to what we call internal rotation, and he's going to bring the hand to the lower back, just to the lower back. Then we have to go too high right now. Yeah. All right. Right, yeah, should we sit off to the side a little bit? That's a good idea. Okay, right. Okay, James, arm is relaxed, wrist is relaxed. We haven't done any wrist stuff, but right now, just basing it off this, the way his wrist is being positioned, his thumb is having a really hard time maintaining that. So before we even go into this tells me that there's something happening in the wrist. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go to the wrist, okay? All right, cool. So come back, sit back and face out here. All right, we're gonna check what's going on with the wrist again. We noticed that there was some stuff when we were doing internal, external rotation. Okay, bring it back in again. Okay, let me check around the elbow. Okay, I'm searching for tissue right now. This is tight. His whole bicep is super tight, probably from being a dad and, you know, holding his kids all the time.
Not working out enough.
Holding his kids, not working out enough. No.
Yes.
No. Most of you who work out way too much will have tissue that's super pissed off and really tight. The body needs to, like, I mean, I know we live in a society where we want to look good, but this is not about looking good, it's about feeling good. So if your tissue's all tight and jammed up, you're not functional, all right? You might look amazing, but realistically, I mean, and I would say functional like you can't perform exercise. Of course you can perform exercise. Of course you can do what you've been practicing hours and hours and hours over and over and over again really well. I'm just talking about, is your body hurting or is it feeling good, all right? So right now, I'm like in the booklet, I got my thumb in a position I feel is necessary for James. I didn't even ask him if that's the spot, but I'm going to assume that that's the spot.
Yeah, I can feel that.
All right. Good. We're going to explore even higher. That feels pretty good up here. Okay, you're going to pick a new spot, James. You're going to tell me what spot you want. Oh, I just felt something right up there. That was good. Breathe. Relax your jaw, dude. Relax your jaw. Whatever we're doing, whatever the workout is. Okay. Now move your wrist in another position and drop it down. Right. We just switched the wrist position. Now we're doing up and down. Okay. Good. And then externally rotate again. Good. Internally rotate. Good. Externally rotate again. Further. Good. One more pass through and drop it down again. I kind of got a bit of a clamp on James's the back of his arm. I'm not going to call it what it is. I don't care about what the muscle is called. This is not about anatomy. This is about movement.
Should I do this to myself?
No, I'm going to do it for you because I'm here. But if James were doing, oh, your arm's relaxing right away. I can feel that. Drop it down. Oh my gosh. Guys, if you can feel this, like his biceps started like this, like it was actually this strong, and now it feels like, you feel that difference?
Yeah, it feels
That's crazy. It's
a lot looser.
It's just like soft, and it feels like there's actually like blood and oxygen like flowing through it nicely.
I feel like my body's half melted.
Good. Well, let's check up here now. Let's actually come back up here and see if it's feeling a little bit better. And actually,
Yeah.
this is feeling like it's got more space. Like this is feeling less bricky. Like I can actually get my thumb a little bit more in here, which is amazing.
It's always, this area always feels hard.
Hard and tight. So great. So if James
Mostly
said,
because it's
and it is tight.
bony for me. Right?
It's actually, there's a bone right here,
Yeah.
all right, but below it is all that tissue. This is hard tissue,
Yeah.
this is soft tissue. All right, so this feels actually pretty good. Let's work around the area, because that's James's, like, he's saying that's a trouble zone. Great. Let's work around the area, because right now this feels softer than this. So I wouldn't go to the hard tissue, I would go to the soft tissue. All right, so let's check again. Turn your body away in that direction, James. Bring your hand up to your lower back again. Okay, right away, his wrist is moving better. His thumb is actually getting better extension. He's getting up there really nicely, which is nice. So we didn't even address anything in the wrist. We just cleared the area up around it to make sure that movement was happening, blood flow was happening, and there was no interruption in terms of movement. There's a lot of people around here, guys, so we get distracted because it's a nice summer day. People are walking around. People look good. We're getting distracted. All right, so James, bring your shoulder blade back. Breathe. You're going to look over in the other direction, all right? Because James is trying to create space, right? So if he closes everything in on this side, we're defeating the purpose of opening everything up, all right? So this is taking a lot longer because we are going to be explaining it. Bring your shoulder blade back, 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 back. Good. Breathe. Right, I'm going to find a spot that's soft. I'm not going to go to the hard spot. I'm going to go to the soft spot. This is a nice soft spot right here. James, bring your hand up even higher now. Okay, great. That's great. Shoulder mobility is looking really nice. James is going to breathe. He's going to be pulling your shoulder blade back. Good. He's going to pull his shoulder blade up, his shoulder blade down, his shoulder blade forward. Good. Breathing. Up again, down again, and back again. Good, and then further down, good, right there. Okay, there's a huge vibration happening right now, all right? James, you can see it in the face, and right away he gets affected by it, important. James is gonna pull his hand into his upper back. So he's gonna try to pull his hand through his back as though he's trying to bring his hand to the other side. He's pulling it. I'm gonna check each finger, so pull each finger, James, not just the wrist. Pull each finger through your back, good. And now James is gonna push his arm into me, push. At the same time as pushing his hand into him. Push. Okay, that right there, we got a little vibration happening, which is perfect. All right, you can feel that the whole body wants to go forward, but we're just using the shoulder. Now pull the arm back further and bring it up higher. Higher and back. Good, good, nice. We're clearing stuff up right here. The shoulder just relaxed immensely. Breathe, and the breathing's on point. The jaw's more relaxed. Drop your shoulder down. Bring your shoulder up. Bring your shoulder back. Bring your shoulder forward. Okay, James is going to pick a spot that he wants to be in right now. Sorry, that he doesn't want to be in, but needs to be in. So find a spot that is necessary, not where you're comfortable. Drop your shoulder down. Okay, that's a spot. Okay, I have to find it with him. Take a deep breath in, 2. Now pull your hand through your back again. So James is pulling his hand through his back. He's doing this movement, all right? Pull, pull, pull. I need to find that vibration, man. Pull, good. Now push the arm into me. Push, push. Remember, if he's doing this on his own, it's against the wall, against a barber chair. Breathe. Deep breath, please. Soft. This is soft strength, so push. Good. Now pull the hand up higher, 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 and pull the shoulder blade back further. Yeah, good. And drop it down. Look at that nice movement happening. And drop it back down. This is about the point right now in the movement. This feels better. Oof. Feel that? That's great. Yeah. Okay, this is about the point right now during the work that I would encourage James to get some water. So James is going to sip on some water. Much like you at home would be, or at the barbershop, or wherever it is that you're.
It's delicious.
Water. Simple. Some of us have it, some of us don't.
Oh, man.
We're lucky that we do have it. All right, so, you good?
Yeah,
yeah. You want to go to bed? All right.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, every time we've ever done this, you need to feel that balance. Like, you feel weird when you work on one side, and then your other side is what it was when you started.
Yeah.
And the range of movement is so much better on the side you work out, even just a few things you do on.
Yeah, and this is a good point because actually, like, James, because his tissue was so tight on this side, I would want to mobilize the side, meaning getting it moving, which is moving. Like, I can feel all this right now. There's so much heat in here, which is amazing, which means there's recovery happening. Blood is flowing in here, and blood and oxygen are very healing components to the body. But what I would do is I would let this arm now in this position because it's moving better, all right? Because we got better range of motion, because it feels like it's connected on the soft side of his body. Like, sorry, the way his body normally works would be to harden the side to get work done. Now we've softened this part of his body up, and now we're going to go actually to the other side and address why that other side is not being spoken to and let this side recover. So that's going to be a really important point, that James does want to balance it out, and I want to balance it out by stabilizing the side and mobilizing the side. So relaxing the side, recovering it, and getting this side, the right side, to do more. All right. When you're working, I'm not asking you to change what you're doing, the way you're cutting hair, the way you're clipping, what you're holding your I don't know the terminology, but shears or whatever it is that you're holding your equipment with. It's about doing the homework beforehand so you can respect the craft. That's it. So you can go and do your work and be aware. You're like, oh, I'm doing that thing, and great. Quick check. Okay, 2 seconds, right back into it. Because like I said, if you keep practicing it, you will become better and become more fluent in the language. You'll be able to understand it better. All right. And once your body starts reacting, you'll be able to act upon that reaction. All right. Okay, cool. Other
Switch sides.
So now just respecting the booklet, all right? And we could do this, we could do these things, and this is good. We're having some good content already, which is excellent. I want to see why James favors the left side versus the right side. And this side right now, this side is tight. Like if I'm looking around and jaw is tight, right? So open your mouth. Breathe, there you go, good. Breathing right away. As soon as he opens his jaw, his chest just released tension, which is awesome. It's amazing how the body works.
Yeah.
But the minute you just did that, like quick check in the jaw, there was like flow.
Yeah,
all right.
It's amazing how much tension you can carry but not even realize it.
So I'm
and
just
as
checking
soon as you do something outside of the norm, you feel all of that tension you're actually carrying.
Yeah, and then and you're aware of it.
Yeah.
And then it dissipates for a moment, and then life takes over, and you have to survive in this crazy society.
It's very
you
much
have to
like when
just
you
kinda
become conscious of your
quick.
breathing and how weird breathing is.
Yeah, like stomach being soft. This is again, the stuff we're talking about, and maybe we won't do the whole booklet today, but
Yeah.
we'll address James's stuff via the booklet stuff, so you can kind of get understanding of what we're talking about in the booklet in relationship to James Hamilton, Mr. Resurva. Okay, So tissue. I'm looking for tissue. If James is doing this and on, he can just bring his hand and kind of be like, okay, what's hard, what's soft, what do I feel like is like, where am I comfortable? Like this area was tight, and James immediately is going to go in that area because it's comfortable to go there. He knows that area. So he can either beat the crap out of the area that he knows, or he can go to another area and allow the other areas to chill out based on just bringing attention to the new areas. All right, so drop this down, breathe. All right, good. This is pretty soft over here. This is kind of hard and bricky. This is feeling better than it was before, which is excellent. I don't want to address this right away. I want to address everything around the area. Let's check in here. This is nice and soft. All right, so this is tight up here. This is tight up here. All right. The booklet doesn't have anything about jaw stuff, but I'm going to guarantee doing stuff like with James's like neck, like stuff in here, like, oh yeah, right there, and be soft about it. So even just doing this and looking over to me, breathing, jaw, come over further, right, and then bring it down. I like this. James and I are like best friends, so having my arm around my best friend is a nice thing. I don't get to do this very often. I mean, we hug a lot, but over. Good. Breathe. There you go. This is a little bricky up here, so I would avoid going there. Right there. Okay, chin down, chin up. Same movements, guys. We're just trying to find what works and what doesn't work, and trying to bring it further towards me. Good, right there, nice. Since movement's happening is nice, it's nicer movement. The movement is happening. Chin down, chin up. Don't hold your breath though. I want to hear you breathe. The mic should be able to catch you. There you go. Good. Okay, bring it back just to see how that feels. Good. Drop your arm down. Okay,
I already
little bit
feel
better.
more released on this side.
Yeah, a little bit better, which is nice. And remember, I didn't go right to the hard stuff. This stuff is hard. I don't want to go there. I want to go to the stuff that's soft. It's really counterintuitive to like most places when you get a massage. And it's great because I do actually want the hard stuff to soften up. But when you get a massage and you go to physiotherapy, most places will address the stuff that's pissed off already and that's tense. We're not doing that here. We are to some degree gonna play with the hard stuff, but we're gonna work around all that hard stuff first. And until we can no longer count on something else, we're gonna address the hard stuff then. All right, but always go back to the soft stuff, the stuff that wants to help and take over for the hard stuff, so the hard stuff can just chill out. All right, it's like having a really annoying micromanaging boss, and if you keep you keep listening. Oh yes, boss. Yes, I'll do that. Yeah, as opposed to being like, I know what I'm doing. I got my team of people that can work for all, that can get the work done. All of us together. We'll listen to the boss. We'll pay attention to the boss, the hard stuff, and then once the boss feels like it's been heard and respected, let's go back to the team. Formulate a plan that's going to work for everyone, and then all of a sudden the work gets done. The boss is happy, and the whole society of the job, the whole place works a little bit better. All right, I don't even know if that analogy makes sense to you guys, but it makes sense to me.
Boss.
Right? The boss being the hard one. Not always the hard one, but not even boss. Okay, this is feeling already better, which is great. Like this is feeling softer, but I do want to address the stuff around it. Okay, so respecting we don't know, so let's try it. This feels soft in here. Let's go there. Ball in here. Ball in here. Minute we did this, James's shoulder shrug. Great. Let's see if we can get James's shoulder to relax. Good. Great. All right, James, his hand is in a fist. All right, we're going to keep it open and relaxed. All right, and James is going to do the Queen's wave. Good, nice. Okay, in's great. Go out. Let's see how the out is. Out's pretty smooth. All right, so let's go in again. I want to go where he's not good at going. Right there's a struggle. You can see it. The whole thing is like kind of unsure what it's doing. Now bring your shoulder up. Bring your shoulder down. Breathe. Your breath is your best source of information for what's happening inside your body. I don't care what you look like. It's not about you looking good. Everyone has probably amazing haircuts at the barbershop. I do not. In fact, and let's do this. So you know how it's not about looking good. I'm in front of like all these amazing people in Kensington Market, Toronto. Okay, in again, out again. Good. I've been wearing this outfit since like 7 a.m. this morning. And bring it up.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not trying to be punk or anything. I'm just saying
that's normal.
I didn't dress up for this. Yeah, parenting. Drop your shoulder down. Good. Breathe. Okay, so James is doing pretty big movements with his shoulder. He might be hard to catch when he's doing those big rotations, but you might want to be doing... Okay, right there. That's your spot. Okay. Stay there. Stay there.
Yeah.
Rotate again. Out. 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 Good. All the way out. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can see that. Good. Okay, let's find a spot out right there, and then move the shoulder one more time. Breathe. Good. I just felt it relax. I just felt so much warmth happening here, which is amazing. Good, and James probably felt that too, but there's a ball in his armpit, so it's really hard for him to focus on what's going on. Good. Okay, we're gonna find a spot to push against. Right here. 2, 1, and now push. Breathe. Soft breath, man. Even your forehead needs to relax, man. Forehead needs to relax. There you go. Good. And the minute James did that, his strength just improved drastically. And pull it back in. Guess why? There's not tension somewhere else, and his system needs to. He's not overworking right now. And in again. Good, right there, and move the shoulder again one more time. Okay, that's great, right there. Find the spot. We don't have to be too complicated about this. 1, and go push. 4, breathe. 3, I'm just counting down because I'm giving James a chance
3,
to connect with it. 2, keep pushing.
2,
keep pushing. Yeah, nice and soft.
1.
Breathe, good, breathe. Push. I'm gonna let James push till he can't push anymore. Right, keep pushing, I'm paying attention to his body. Okay, right now, and pull it back in. And then big circle, big circle. Nice, and then bring it back down slowly. Okay, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I feel like I have equilibrium.
You feel like you balanced it out a little bit?
Yeah.
So great. So at that point, for James, all right, and even
though I always stand, I look at myself in the mirror. I always stand. My body is like more right centric.
Right.
So I'm always a little higher on the right side.
Right. Okay, I got you, man.
So,
yeah.
But now I feel very even
Cool.
though I'm probably not even just because of the way my body is.
Yeah.
But I feel really good actually.
Great.
Yeah.
Because I'm a psycho and borderline obsessive compulsive about stuff. Probably really more than borderline. I'm completely over the top. I do want to address this stuff. This stuff is pissed. All right, and that might be a result of getting rotation happening. So let's talk about rotation. We'll do that. This last thing for the rotation.
Okay.
For the booklet. It's an amazing one, but we'll do the whole spinal rotation. So let's take a look real quick. James, look to the left as far as you can. Okay, struggling right there. Look to the right now a little bit further. Okay. So it was smoother going to the right, but they're still right. Go to the left. I just want to make sure when we see this one more time. Okay. Good. I'm standing in the wrong place right now. Good. And go to the right. Okay, it's pretty even on both sides, but I'm going to address the right side.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna face that way, James. Okay, and good, because we're gonna address the right side. Hand on the lower back, not high, lower back. And the reason we have the hand on the lower back, and we'll probably catch it with this camera, is because I want to make sure that he's not twisting from the lower back. I want the lower back to stabilize. I want the upper neck, and I want the upper back to mobilize, right? Because this stuff is stable, like this is tight. I want to make sure that we can mobilize this whole thing up here. So James is gonna go we're gonna start him off by going to the right side as far as he can. So look over the right shoulder. Okay, right away you can feel him twisting from here. All right, so we're gonna look as far as you can. Great. You're going to take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to bring your shoulder back as far as you can. Okay, that's good. That's a spot. Inhale, you're going to look further. Inhale. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, go further back. Good. Keep breathing. I'm going to keep my hand right here with James' lower back so I know that he's not twisting here. Good. Inhale, look further. Chin is looking further, right? The minute we're doing this, his whole lower back is wanting to take over. And that makes sense, all right? Look further and exhale. This is where the breath from here is going to be a huge reminder for James to keep this soft and keep this the deep breathing to happen from the stomach area. Good, last one. And right away he did that. I could feel less tension in his lower back. You felt that?
Yeah.
His lower back just released. So look further, last one. Inhale, bring your shoulder blade back one more time. All right, we're gonna keep James right here. I'm gonna place my hand here. If he was doing this work on his own, he would push against either the wall from the elbow or shoulder, but I'm gonna keep the shoulder because I wanna make sure we're pushing from the whole spine. Take a deep breath in, keep your chin right in that position, James, and now push your shoulder into me. Push, great. And right away, he's not sure what he's doing. This whole body is like unsure, which is great. So now breathe, take a deep breath in. Now look further, and bring your shoulder blade back further. Right? Great. We just let his body, I'm not doing anything. It's all James right now. I'm just creating a platform to push against. Last one, look over. Great. Take a deep breath in again. 2, 1, and I'll place my hand. Push, push, push. Elbow and shoulder, push into me. Breathe. Now soft breath. Super soft breath and keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Breathe, brother. Breathe. Deep breathe. Good. And then look over your shoulder. Good. Deep breathing. Look over your shoulder. There. It's moving super nicely. Go further. Go further. Bring your chin back. Bring your chin over. Bring your chin over. Good. Chin over one more time, James. Jaw. And then bring it back nice and slowly. Good. Okay.
So gross.
But if you felt this, I can get my fingers in here now. I can get my finger in that clavicle area, in that little ditch area that's like up in
way
here.
better.
Like so. Rotation. We open this up. This is softening up. His back is still tight. We can address that another time, but his whole thoracic back is a little tight, but that's all good. I might do that another time, but right now we're gonna stay with that. Okay, let's do the other side.
Okay.
Okay, turn the other way. Because actually I think that will actually help release his back if we get rotation happening from the other side. Okay, last one, people. Hand on the lower back, relaxed. All right. Looking over the left shoulder, my hand's here. His hand's gonna be on his stomach, his other hand's gonna be on his stomach, so he's soft. He's not arching his back, he's just rotating, he's twisting. Twisting. Okay, so without moving this yet, bring your chin as far as you can. Perfect. Jaw. James, you gotta open that mouth wide as possible. And while you're opening your mouth, you gotta deep breathing. You gotta do some deep breathing. So mouth wide open, even tongue sticking out. Open wider, man. You gotta get that there. Good. Take a deep breath in. Bring your shoulder blade back. Great, awesome. Bring your elbow back further too. Great, man. Good. Deep breath in again. Go further. Good, it's great. There's not a lot of noise here, which is awesome. He's more comfortable going this direction than he is going the other direction, which is totally fine. We'll take advantage of that. Last one, take a deep breath in. Look. Nice, man. Okay, let's stay there. Take a deep breath in. 2, 1, push into me. And right away, he's got way more security here. He knows what he's doing here. Push your elbow into me, right? Push your shoulder into me. Push, right? 2, and now look further and bring it back further. Good, nice. Keep going, right there. Take a deep breath in, 2, 1, and go push again. Push your elbow into me, James, and deep. So now try to practice your deep breathing while you're doing this. I know it sucks. There you go. Inhale, push one more time. Good. James he still has endurance. He's still doing well. Push your shoulder into me one more time. We're close to his limit right now. Push, and then bring it back. The reason I knew that is because his body starts jolting. it starts working too hard. All right, it's like when you're doing a workout and you've gone too far, you start overcompensating. Bring it back further. Bring it back further. Bring it back further. Breathe, dude. Breathe. Soft breath. Soft breath. I want to see that stomach expand as wide as you can, and then come back slowly. Ooh, that's nice. Drop it down, and guess what? Softened up. His back softened up. It's almost like he's sweating through his sweater right now. His back is so hot and warm, meaning there's a lot of flow happening. All right? How's that feeling?
Great, man.
Dude, crushed it.
Feels awesome. Thanks.
Remember, we high-fived with the other arm, which is good because we want to get the other hand connecting and let this guy chill out. So that's actually the best way to end this segment. So we did a couple of the things from the Tight Trims Loose Limb booklet. Take a look at it. We're going to keep posting some stuff about the movement that goes along with the booklet. Obviously, there's a ton of other movements, but those are the ones we picked because those are the ones that are kind of like prevalent in the barber and stylist and cosmetic industries. So always doing the same repetitive movements over and over again. Keep checking back. We'll keep filming some videos. Yeah. James and I are doing our best to put the content out there for you. And hopefully you keep practicing it, and we'll see you later. Peace. Tight Trims Loose Limbs. Out.